Hello, everyone. Let's take a look and see what is the message. What is the collective message? I hope you guys are doing well. Happy Friday. I hope you enjoy your weekend. For those of you who do have a 3 or 4 day weekend, take the time to spend with your family, your friends, because before you know it, it's back to work, or back to whatever routines that we have. So we have surrender your fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always, whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or a relationship. Or if you fear aging or death, repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. So something is changing here. And the change is often very fearful. I mean, we like the things that we're comfortable with, that we know. When it's time to step into something that we don't really know much about, or we're not sure how it's going to play out, it does make us a little nervous. But we're being told to embrace the change, welcome in the change, whether it's a job or if there's a change in your health, then there are some adjustments that need to be made, whether it's your diet, or maybe you have to go on a medication or some type of regimen or something for a while to get you back to where you need to be. And if it's a relationship, that relationship could be taking a turn for the better or for the worse. You may not know where it's going, but you're being told to surrender the fear, okay? The fear is the issue. Have faith that whatever happens in your life is going to turn out for your good, even if it doesn't look so good in the beginning, okay? Because you can start a new job, and we all worry about that 90-day probation. What if I leave my old job and things don't work out here? I get it. I've been there, and I'll probably be there again in the future with that particular fear. Three of Swords. So many people, you're afraid of being disappointed. You've experienced so many disappointments already. You just don't want another one. It's giving me that type of feeling. But surrender that fear and have faith that everything is going to work out fine. Let me pull from the Sassy Vibes deck here and see what other message is coming out for the collective. This is a collective general message. I am not afraid to be alone. I will not hold on to anything or anyone that wants to go. I make room for better. So some of you are having to embrace being single again, having to let go of someone that may not have been giving you what you deserve in a relationship, or maybe someone just called it quits. They wanted to go, they wanted to be somewhere else, and you're not afraid to be alone. Or maybe some of you are having to adjust to being alone, and it is a bit fearful, but you're going to get through this, and you're going to get through a period where you're no longer affected by the absence of this person. And that comes in time. So right now, if you're feeling that fear or that disappointment, that's going to change, because that time alone is going to help you to learn more about yourself, work on healing yourself so that you'll be a better version of you, for the next relationship. You don't want to go into anything new still broken, still dealing with the pain of the past, okay? So don't be afraid of changes, because it's a part of life. People come, people go. We bless them going out just like we bless them coming in. But I feel like whatever takes place in your life, it is going to be something that turns around for the betterment of you, okay? So let's take a look at some situations around you. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, interview. Yes, some of you are having to find a new job. All right, so that could be it's nervous doing interviews, especially. It's hard to even get a call back these days when you put in the application. So when you get to the interview, you know that there's a lot of competition for a job. You don't always know what the questions are gonna be. But it looks like you're being guided. You got synchronicities here. All right. You're getting signs and symbols from the universe that you're going in the right direction, that everything is going to be okay. You could be this divine feminine energy that's showing up here. And things are changing in your life. Things around you are kind of shifting, all right? You may be wanting to have a conversation with someone to get on the same page, you know, because maybe something is changing between you and someone. Maybe you're starting to see the signs that maybe someone's pulling away, or that something is, something could even be growing. You know what I'm saying? Something could even be growing. You have ascension here. Now, it came up right and it flipped. So I feel like you may notice that one person is ascending and another person is not in a connection. This divine feminine ascending, and look, on the table. So there's an offer or proposal or commitment that could be on the table. And, you know, you want to make sure that you're on the same page with the person. You don't be afraid of, you know, what the outcome of this conversation is going to be. You just want the truth. You want to make sure that you're making the right decision for you. And if it's not the right decision, then you move on to something here that is more in alignment with where you're going and what you want. Because I feel like it's not enough for someone to offer you something. It has to be what you want too. You got crickets, silent, non-action, or you don't need to make a move until you get what you desire, or you hear what you need to hear. Don't take any action with crickets here. I also feel like with crickets and non-action that someone here is watching you ascend, watching you elevate. They're not moving. They're not taking any action towards the betterment of their life. They could be also living a very toxic life compared to what you're doing. Toxic, unhealthy behaviors and people. Yeah, so someone could be living a very toxic life, or maybe someone has some toxic eating habits with this apple here, and someone needs to be willing to change from that. And if they're wanting to live, if they're wanting to be around to fulfill their purpose, so someone may need to do some searching online and look for some healthy alternatives. Okay, with done, completed, and lesson learned. I feel like someone is learning about, you know, the consequences of being unhealthy or being around toxic people. Don't be afraid to release those people. Yes, I feel like some of you are letting go of a friendship circle, or unhealthy eating, unhealthy habits. It's like you're done. You've learned your lesson here. You're ready to change. And sometimes change is not easy. But projected future days, weeks, and months, you're going to see the results of the changes that you make. Some of you are legal, negotiator, and bargaining and begging. So pressure cooker, ready to explode here. Some of you could be afraid about a legal proceeding, a legal issue, worried about whether it's going to go in your favor. Okay, you could be trying to negotiate a deal, or someone around you is trying to negotiate a deal. And it's getting very frustrating to get what you want out of the situation. Maybe you're afraid of the outcome. Release this fear. Release the fear that it's going to be all bad. I feel like whatever the outcome is, you're going to be able to adjust, and you're going to be able to bounce back from this, okay? So this is just a message of encouragement, letting you know not to be afraid, whether it's having to get a new job and go on an interview and start all over, whether it's a relationship that is changing for the good or for the better. It could be ascending. It could also be descending. Whether it's releasing toxic people, toxic places, situations, or, you know, having to go through some legal issues and not sure of the outcome. Maybe you're afraid that you're going to lose a lot of money and you're not going to be able to support yourself and your family. Things are going to work out for you. Things are going to work out. You got to trust the process and trust in your higher power, that everything that you go through, you're not alone, and that you're going to be provided for. So this is the message that I have for you. I hope it reaches who it should. If it's not for you, I feel like it's for everyone. But if you want to share it with someone and encourage someone today. I'll see you guys on the next video.